So, if you follow any of the Destiny channels out there on YouTube, you've no doubt already seen that we've got ourselves a brand new developer commentary about the Go Fast update. What's going on, Guardians? TBL here, and today we're going to be talking about that update in and of itself. So earlier today, of course, the Bungie YouTube channel went live. They posted a very quick developer commentary from Josh Hamrick, who is, of course, the sandbox design lead over there at Bungie. Now, the video itself is only about 3 or so minutes long, but he goes into detail, kind of talking a bit about their philosophy for patching and updating and working with things in sandbox over there at Bungie, and the approach that they're trying to take when it comes to update 1.1.4, which is launching tomorrow. It's supposed to be a very significant change to the way Destiny 2 handles, feels, and plays. And we're going to play some of those clips here and give you guys my hot takes, give you some of my direct ideas and responses to what is said in this video. Hopefully it's not too insufferable for you guys. We're going to try to go through this as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and get started.
We have heard the feedback of, my guns don't feel powerful enough, I don't feel powerful enough, and so we looked at everything. We looked at the way you move, the way your supers come back, and especially the way the weapons play, right? We looked at hand cannons and sniper rifles and shotguns. We looked at the big montage weapons that you would see in Destiny 1, the crazy snipes and shotgun plays and even hand cannon plays, right? And so we went back to the board and looked at everything and just said, like, hey, here are a couple weapons that we feel like are in a really good spot. And by really good spot, they're kind of hot, right? Like they're probably too hot for D2. In D1, people would have said, probably correctly, that means we would nerf those things. They're nails that are sticking up out of the board, and we would have hammered them back in to be even with the board. For this update, we did the opposite. We said, these things are hot. Let's bring everything else to them. And so we started raising each thing up, whether it be in PvE or PvP. We've also learned the lesson of don't sand the coolness down, right? Like leave the jagged spikes of personality in there.
Alright, and so just cutting it right there very quickly, we get to see a bit of the developer mentality there at Bungie and how they're kind of changing the way they usually do things when it comes to this upcoming update. Rather than going into the dangerous grounds of power dip like we had back in Destiny 1, they're going to be trying to bring everything up to the comparable level of the top performing weapons in Crucible right now. Stuff like the Might of Multi-Tool, Uriel's Gift, Sins of the Past. This is very good because, of course, in the past, what they've done with Outliers, what they've done with high performing weapons, is they've just nerfed them down to be in line with the worst performing weapons. We got to see that all throughout Destiny 1's lifespan, starting at the Taken King. And I like that they make mention of that here in the video, you know, where he says, well, yeah, you'd be right if you were to say, oh, well, they're just going to hammer down those top performing weapons to be more in line with the bottom performing weapons. Everything gets as bad as a high impact auto rifle or a high impact pulse rifle. But no, instead they're bringing that stuff up, not just in PvP, but also in PvE. We heard a little bit about this before in previous developer commentaries, and I'm very happy that this is going to be, it seems like it's kind of an experiment for the Sandbox team. They seem a little trepidatious about doing it, but I'm very glad that this is the direction they're going in. Let's continue.
Multiple subclass movement modes for both Titans and Warlocks got touched. They're unique and fast now. Some of the supers that have been underperforming have been touched and made significantly better. Arc Staff, looking at you guys. The Crucible team has come in and dumped in a bunch of power ammo changes to like speed up the pace of the game. Respawn times have come back faster. Character movement is way faster, way faster. Just seeing the way that changes the flow of the matches and the stuff that people are able to pull off, like, I fully expect videos to start dropping that just show some ridiculous plays. Like, hero moments are back. Like, I honestly believe that. I believe that, like, in the combination with the power weapon changes and the speed boost, like, they're like moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour and like jumping through the air and then pulling off headshots, and like, we're gonna see some crazy shit. You know, we're taking risk.
And whoa, there's a lot to process there. Of course, we know we're going to be moving fast in this update. It's called the Go Fast update. It's kind of another step towards taking us back to where we were in Destiny 1 with the kind of movement options we had back then. Very happy to hear about those changes. Very happy to see that it's going to be something incorporated in PvE and PvP, like all this other stuff. But holy crap, did you see that Dawn Blade there? Man, I thought we were supposed to be the slow, floaty midair class, not a B-52 bomber coming in. just lacing the battlefield with flaming swords. Let's watch that part one more time.
We're gonna see some crazy shit.
Yeah, so for the most part, this video is kind of exactly what I would expect to hear about this patch moving forward. You know, I'm okay with some of the stuff they talked about. Seeing that clip right there has gotten my attention. If we're going to be moving like that, not just in the Dawnblade super, but maybe in some of the other supers. We know Striker moves pretty quick right now. Arc Strider's a little on the slow side. If you can move like that in Arc Strider or maybe Stormcaller, holy crap, that is definitely a very big change that I'm looking forward to trying out myself once the patch hits tomorrow. Now, something that Josh said in this is that, yeah, we're bringing back hero moments. Well, certainly we'll probably see some more hero moments, which are those big play moments you see in high-level play where one person takes on an entire team. With the increase in power ammo and, the ability to move around faster with supers and all that kind of stuff. And that's fine, but ultimately, when it comes down to it, we still kind of have the lingering issue of weak primaries. Now, a lot of primary classes are being brought up when this patch goes into effect tomorrow, but it still has, as of yet, to be seen whether or not it's truly going to make a difference and truly going to make you feel powerful in situations where you're faced with more than one Guardian. Because right now, it's kind of rough if you're going on anything other than a 1v1. And of course, we know the way Destiny 2 works, even that really isn't recommended in the meta right now. You hug your teammate's butt and you shoot at what they're shooting at. And I still haven't really seen anything that would lead me to believe that that's still not going to be the case moving forward. But we are going to be moving around a heck of a lot faster according to this clip. Anyways, let's move on.
But I think, if I want to kick myself while I'm down here, it's not like we haven't introduced obnoxious bugs into the game before doing the other approach. So what's the worst that could happen? So for tomorrow's update, we've drastically increased your super regeneration. Weapons are gonna hit harder. Abilities are gonna come faster. Hero moments are gonna make a return. This is a motion towards what we all believe is the right direction. And I think this update, especially for Sandbox, is by and large the biggest version of that, right? There are multiple things that are based in community feedback that have come to us fairly loudly, and that we've tried to say, okay, we hear what they're saying, we trust what they're saying, we also believe in those things, and we want to make a game that we all love.
And so there we go. That is the quick word from Sandbox lead design Josh Hamrick. And yeah, the ending there I thought was really interesting. They said that, they're trying things different this time around, again in reference to them buffing a bunch of things rather than nerfing kind of everything in line based on community feedback. And he says, what else could go wrong at this point? We might as well just go ahead and try it out and risk it for the biscuit. By the way, clipping to a quick shot of the Prometheus lens burning everybody down. You guys can remember that back in Curse of Osiris when that DLC came out, and Prometheus lens shipped way stronger in PvP than it was supposed to be. And I actually really appreciate that. That's what I wanted to see from Bungie. I want to see them take a risk. I want to see them try doing things a different way, maybe buffing things rather than just hitting the nerf button on absolutely everything in sight. We know that originally their vision for Destiny 2 was what we got, that slower paced, kind of more casual friendly game that all of us have been playing for the past 6 or 7 months now. And they seem to be stepping away from that to say, okay, rather than, just stick with our vision of Destiny 2, we're going to try to bring things up to a level that's based on what the community feedback is. And I think that's a really important admission from Josh Hamrick, that they're trying things a little bit differently this time around. And I think that's going to be very important moving forward. And so then, of course, finally, he summarized things by saying, tomorrow we're going to be getting faster super regeneration. Weapons are going to be hitting harder. Your Guardian's going to feel more powerful. And that they believe this is the right direction moving forward. And honestly, Guardians, I couldn't agree more. I am very excited to try out the Go Fast Update 1.1.4 patch for Destiny 2 tomorrow. At the very least, I'm definitely going to be digging on that Dawnblade flying through the sky at the speed of sound. That looks like it's going to be super duper fun. And if you're somebody out there who's looking for Destiny 2 to get better, as I know many of you are, I encourage you tomorrow to take a little bit of time, give 1.1.4 a shot, see what you like. If there are things you feel like should be improved, which I know there's going to be a lot of things I'll want to see improved. I still don't think primary weapons are going to be brought up enough to really make the difference that they need to make. But give Bungie that feedback. We know the meme is that they're listening, always listening, but obviously with some of the changes that have been made in this Go Fast update, they really are, and now is a very important time. Go, give it its fair shot, play the update, and then give your feedback directly to Bungie on what you would like to see changed and improved. I know that's what I'm going to be doing. But alright Guardians, that's going to be it for this one. What are your thoughts on the Go Fast update? Do you think that speedy looking Dawnblade looked kind of cool? I mean, maybe it's just me. I love that class and I want it to be better, and it looks like it's getting better. Be sure to let me know how you feel down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the latest videos we're putting out. I'm out for now. As always, I am TheBlackLink. You Guardians, stay frosty.